Why does Dash need to exist? As long as we all put our money in Bitcoin and the number goes up, that'll show the government, right? That'll fix the monetary system. Because there's a limit. They can't print more, right? End of story. Well, there's more to it than monetary policy. Bitcoin was invented not only to replace monetary policy, to replace the Fed, but to replace the whole transactional system. It's meant to be the payment processing network as well. And we've completely lost sight of why that's important, I think, largely in this space. What's happening right now on Steam and other platforms where the credit card companies are attempting to censor what you can do by controlling how you get paid. Who gets to decide what you are allowed to buy and sell? Well, the people who control the payment processing do. And if you're still using credit cards, if you're still using banks, if you're using fiat money, people can control what you buy, what you sell. Your access to the market is restricted. We've seen this on other platforms as well. Itch here followed suit, removing content that the credit card companies didn't like. It seems like this started with adult content, but people are talking about it happening to other genres of games. Somebody decided maybe horror games are distasteful. Who knows what they'll decide is distasteful next? Maybe just a game that has the wrong feeling to it, the wrong message, maybe the wrong color scheme, maybe just the wrong feel. Who knows? We've had these kind of problems with centralized payments before, all the time. If you look at the constant complaints about PayPal, banks have this too. It's a little bit less publicized, I think, but people get their accounts frozen all the time for nonsense reasons, can't access their money. This example here appears to be due to an age verification system, which looks like it's going to be another big problem here. So you have some money and maybe you're not old enough, or just maybe the AI doesn't think you're old enough, and suddenly you lose access to your money. Who can you contact? Can you contact anybody? Do they care? Will entry-level support be able to get you back into your account? Do they even have that ability? These are things that should not be possible. It should not. You should not be able to be separated from your finances. It should be completely within your control, and we have the technology to do that now. This is not an isolated incident. Look at the comments under any one of these issues, and you'll see dozens, if not hundreds, of other people commenting that they've also had their accounts frozen for various reasons, or often no reason at all. This is a pretty big problem. Why are they doing it? You can put on your tinfoil hat. Are they seeing how far they can push it? Are they just responding to the pressure of an outside group? Doesn't matter. The point is that they can take your money. They can block your purchase. They could block your source of income. These are the things that are important. Why they might abuse it really is secondary. It's in your best interests to get away from these anyway. Credit cards are full of fraud. Most people are going to experience credit card fraud. This adds an enormous cost to the price of every piece of merchandise and every service that you consume. It's an enormous drag on our entire economy to continue to use a system that is so easily exploited. Do stablecoins save us? No. Stablecoins are the same thing. In fact, they're even easier to control and freeze in an automated way, or even by accident. If it's got a backdoor, somebody could potentially use that in ways that even the issuer of the coin didn't intend. So this is a risky IOU for an already risky currency from a company that it's already risky to do business with. This is an improvement. Why don't we just ask the government to fix it. Well, the government's not your friend. You can ask, and maybe you should. We should all attempt to keep keep it from being possible for our funds to be seized. But the reality is that even if we win these fights, they're short-term solutions, and the whole regulatory system could change on a dime. And even if the regulations are in your favor, if you have to spend years and thousands or millions of dollars in court to get the law to be upheld, what good does that do you? You should have the power in your hands from start to finish and never have to rely on any of these people. And that's entirely possible. Will X save us? I'm a big fan of Elon and his companies and what he's doing, but it's still a centralized company. The only way this helps us is if X comes out with full support for a wide variety of payment focused cryptocurrencies that are actually decentralized. If X uses freedom money, X will be helpful. But X alone isn't going to solve the problem. We have to get out of using fiat currency and into using things like Dash. This is the only way out. No matter how good Elon Musk is, it's a single point failure. If your money is being held by his company, he could screw up. People at his company could screw up. The government could force them to do something to your money. All sorts of things can happen that are completely outside of your control, and they don't have to be. No one needs decentralized permissionless PayPal. I think we all need decentralized permissionless PayPal.